Hey guys, it's Alyssa Webb. I am a realtor in the beautiful state of Montana. I wanted to take a moment and introduce myself and tell you why I got into real estate. So when I was a teenager, I got the opportunity to be a summer seasonal assistant for a broker in a very busy real estate office in my home state of Virginia. My dad worked there. He was getting into real estate and I figured, oh, what the heck, I'm not gonna do anything else this summer. So the broker that I was an assistant for also ran the local career class. So the office there held classes for people who were interested in getting licensed. So I got people set up with that and helped her with other things, her files, transactions, clients, and I knew from that summer that I wanted to be a real estate agent. But I was also in high school and I also kind of felt, not pressure from my parents, but maybe like societal pressure to get a college degree. And so I decided to go to college. It took me a while because I don't think, I'm not a firm believer in everyone needs to go to college. Like if you have a talent or a trade, I think that's really great. Follow your passion and what you're good at. I probably should have done that and gotten into real estate straight out of high school. But anyways, I went to college and in 6 years got my degree in history. I think it's great that I have a degree, but at the end of the day, I ultimately followed my passion and got into real estate. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about why I got into real estate. So when I graduated college, I was a first-time mom, had my baby. He was, a couple weeks old when I graduated college. And I was living in my first home with my ex-husband. So my husband at the time, we lived in this house that was on a really busy road and it was so loud and we had a new baby, we weren't sleeping, and I said, we have to sell this house, we have to move because I'm tired, and these trucks with no exhaust is waking me up all night. And so we decided to look for our second home. So I was not licensed at the time, so we had an agent representing us and we found a home. And the homeowner was also a real estate agent who was listing the home. So we were like, oh yes, this is awesome. It's a real estate agent. This is gonna be so easy. And I mean, it was fairly easy. We did a home inspection and there was a tank in the garage. It was basically a cistern and it was hooked up to the well. So it had a pump and it pumped water into the house, and we had no idea what it was because it was really large. Like, you see these all the time here in Montana on farms or ranches. So it took up an entire garage bay and we had a 2-car garage. So we're like, what is this for? So the home inspector said, well, just ask the homeowner. He's the listing agent. He should know what it's for. He lives here. Just ask him and trust his answer. We're like, okay. So the homeowner / listing agent told us that that water tank was for when the power went out, you could hook it up to a generator and still have water supplied to the home. So we're like, oh yeah, that's super great. The house was on top of a mountain outside of a national park. So we're like, that's totally cool. So we move forward, we buy the house, and then shortly after moving in, the well went dry. We had no water and we're like, what's going on? Like, we knew from our diligence period through the home inspection that it was a low producing well, but there was no indication that it was a not working well. And so after talking with a local water delivery company, a local well driller, we actually found out that the previous homeowner slash listing agent went through a lot of trouble of having to find more water. He had almost 3 wells drilled. There was known water issues on the property because we were on the top of the mountain. It was explained to us that the well was basically like tapping into the other people's water, and or they were tapping into ours. It was just it was kind of a nightmare. And so we had the well primed, meaning we had like water dumped into it and it worked for a little bit, but the same thing happened. And so through all of that, we realized that the homeowner / listing agent lied to us. He did not disclose information that he knew, and not having been an agent at the time, I didn't know that like we could contact a water company or a well company or even the local, I think it was like sanitation that had some of the records. And it was really unfortunate that we were in that situation because he didn't tell the truth. And so that's why I got back into real estate. I was about 23 at the time and decided I wanted to be honest in my business, and I didn't want that to happen to someone else. So that was really unfortunate, but that's why I got into real estate. It was pretty tough for me because I was moving all the time. My husband was in the military, and so it was a really tough start for me, and it didn't work out in Virginia because I landed here in Montana. And so now I am finally doing what I've wanted to do since I was 16 or 17. So hit the subscribe button and follow my channel so you can find out about all things real estate. I'll see you later, guys. Bye.